Staffing shortages for school buses are a problem nationwide, and today we told you about the problems Westerville City Schools is seeing, with several drivers calling off today. But could these problems get even worse when new requirements will soon go into effect for getting a proper license to drive one of those buses? New at 11 tonight, 10 TV's Olivia Eugenio looks at how new CDL requirements could affect the busing and trucking industries here in Ohio.
Bus and truck drivers are in high demand across the country, but starting February 7th, getting a CDL will take an extra layer. The Federal Motor Carriers Association will require drivers to take a course with a registered instructor and require the driver to perform certain skills before they can take their CDL test.
The schools were very, very nervous that this is going to cause them an extra layer of training.
Luckily for Ohio school districts, the current training for bus drivers already covers the new requirements.
What's going to impact the schools is how that gets reported to the federal level. It's going to be an administration submission of how they acquired their training.
But this is different for other states. The Ohio School Boards Association says training a bus driver in Ohio costs about $5,000 compared to about $2,500 to $3,500 in other states.
We have some of the lowest insurance rates. We have some of the lowest loss rates for like accidents.
But for truck drivers, this is creating a standard across the board, which the Ohio Truckers Association says is beneficial, but can be costly.
CDL schools programs and the curriculums usually run between 6 and 8 weeks, and then they cost anywhere from $6,000 to $9,000.
Currently, the American Trucking Association says it's down by about 80,000 drivers across the country.
I do not believe that training in and of itself will exacerbate the driver shortage, but it will also definitely lengthen the time and the challenges it takes to be able to get a CDL.
These new requirements will not apply to current CDL holders unless they are adding certain enhancements to their license. Olivia Eugenio, 10 TV News.
As for Westerville City Schools, we asked if they're expecting those issues to continue tomorrow. They said they weren't sure, but they do have a temporary solution in place to allow maintenance workers and janitors to train and drive school buses.